All right, leading the category, Mr. Saquon Barkley, ADP RB number 2, finishing points per game RB 17 in that Eagles offense.
Damn.
We also have the likes of Alvin Kamara, RB 16 to 38, Chuba Hubbard, 18 to 41, Pacheco, 23 to 51, and the lovable offseason darling rookie sensation Caleb Johnson, RB 27, finishing at RB 108 points per game.
Wow. He wins.
He went as like the second best running back of his class to like fucking non-existent.
Let me tell you something.
Fuck that.
2 words, 1 name. Arthur Smith.
Cold world.
Yeah.
Fell out of favor.
And you know what's crazy about with Arthur Smith? When they finally went to go give Caleb Johnson his opportunity, it was a game against Seattle, and
he couldn't be shit.
Remember, he fumbles in the end zone.
It was a kickoff.
He didn't fumble it. I think he didn't touch it or pick it up or some shit.
Yeah, something crazy. He did something that caused Seattle.
He walked right by
Seattle to score a touchdown on defense.
I think it touched him, and then they got the ball. If I recall.
That's what it was, and then someone just jumped on it.
Oh man!
In the end zone, dummy. Caleb Johnson, running back 102.
Yeah, and I had Kamara as a must draft, and I had Saquon as a hard pass, 100%. As these two running backs on the screen on my mama.
And
I'm one for one right here.
I was definitely off Saquon going into this year's drafts this past offseason, solely based on what we would have to pay to get him. 1, and then 2, he was coming off a 2,000-yard season. I think only LaDainian Tomlinson has done that, and then come back the next year to ball out. I don't think anyone else maybe not even LaDainian Tomlinson. He might not have done that. Either way, to be the running back 1 2 times in a row. Yeah, maybe outside of Todd Gurley in fantasy and LaDainian Tomlinson in fantasy, you don't really see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he didn't have the touchdown. He only had 15 TDs on 500 touches, 450-something touches. Jalen Hurts, 14 rushing TD. So he was splitting the backfield with Brett. Mm-hmm. And Saquon, a lot of Saquon rushes was 20-yard rushes or more, 100%. You know what I mean? So banking on that to come into 2025, fuck no, dog.
The RB2 thing surprises me because I've seen him slip in the drafts that we were participating in anyway. But maybe
you got him in the second round in one of our super flexes.
And considering that I got it in the second round and what he actually did, I didn't think it was like it kind of slept because that was.
I think that motherfucker was a first round pick in the West Side.
What was that?
Yeah, he was a first round pick in the West Side. I forgot who got him.
Who was that?
It was Derek.
You got the draft board. Go look.
Tell me the player. I'll tell you right now.
It was Derek.
You got the draft board. Go look. Saquon.
Saquon Barkley was
first round pick.
He was number 4.
Oh shit.
Yeah, to Derek.
Yeah, it went Jamar Chase, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Saquon Barkley, Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs to myself, Jalen Hurts, Lamb, Jackson, Daniels, Jefferson, Neighbors, Collins, St. Brown. The first round.
You took Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I know I did. In my head.
You took Gibbs, and I took Gibbs in my head.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
And I'm just high on life.
Come on now, facts.
He's like, I don't like the Lions, but I'm high on life.
That shit was fun.
And the only reason why I took Jamar was because I let the timer expire, and then Candlestick he comes from behind and he says JD5, and I almost was probably thinking JD5 over Lamar. So
shit.
No man, and then Candlestick said that, and then I think I had like the next couple of picks coming up, and I was like, should I take him? And what did I do? I went Joe Burrow.
I panicked.
Yeah, that was the first interview.
Yeah,
that's what Art said. So when we got the confession cam,
and then CJ
when we got the confession cam, that's what the first thing Art was saying.
This motherfucker doesn't get hurt.
That's the best pick. But if Joe Burrow don't hit, it's the worst pick. Oh my mama.
It could have been the best pick. Look at how he finished.
He said, I'm worried about that offensive line. That's what he said. He's like, I'm worried about that offensive line.
It's crazy because I was going to go Lamar Jackson or JD5 if I didn't go Burrow, so it didn't matter.
It's like
really.
almost destined in that
It
aspect.
was destined for me to be fucked
to get one of the dead QBs.
Yeah, but you were still in contention for like this first 8 weeks, though, right?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
Buka was fucking killing it for a good while, and then I traded for Keenan Allen, and then both of those guys just died right before the playoff push.
Oh, world.
That's what happened.
I know. I went
Aaron
all
Rodgers.
down
I traded for Aaron Rodgers, which is crazy.
In that draft.
Oh, I remember when you traded for Rodgers because I
traded Keenan Allen away for Aaron Rodgers.
Nice.
That was pretty good.
I've been trying to get rid of Daniel Jones and Caleb Williams for the whole season. Oh my mama, ain't nobody fucking with me.
Daniel Jones. He'll be somebody combining for Daniel Jones.
Me and Bakes dance a lot because I was trying to get Jackson Dart, but we never made that.
Congratulations, though. See, look at if somebody that could have changed the course of your path.
Cold world. Yeah.
If someone took that, you never know, right?
So going into Saturday night, I didn't think I had a chance against Derek 100%. And during the stream, you're like, JD, you got it. I'm like, before he said you got it, I'm like, no, bro, I think it's a wrap. And he's like, no, bro, you got it. Rewind the tape, 100%, bro.
Yeah, I recall I was in the
stream. I was there too. I was there.
Cold world.
It was like Christmas or something.
West Side.
Grimace.
Going through the list here, Kamara. Yeah, that was injuries as well.
I was off Kamara this year.
And we have Chuba. Chuba got hurt, and then Rico.
Rico happened.
He had a couple 200-yard games, I think.
Pacheco was disappointing.
I want to say one of them was against Green Bay.
Pacheco and them, they just couldn't run it in the Chiefs. Period. Then Pacheco got hurt too. So it didn't matter. And then Kareem Hunt's like, I'll plot my way to 500 yards. Just
that knee injury for Pacheco, I think that was a primetime game. I think we was on stream for that. When Pacheco limped off to the sideline with that knee injury.
Yeah. I remember. I was like, maybe he has his gun on him, allegedly.
Cold
That's
world.
why he's walking like that.
The gun was too heavy.
He was big stick.
Pause.
In this one, underperformers at RB that you guys can feel that hurt. I drafted Joe Mixon in a lot of places. He didn't even show up, so that hurt.
I did too.
For me, it was being beat out on Javonte when places I didn't get him. It's because like I went into most of these drafts like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna wait. Then I start pulling trigger on Javonte's and Money Gangs and Woody's, all the,
Javonte's our overperformer. RB39 finished at RB13.
Yeah, bro. And like, so I was mad in the places I didn't get him because it was just like, we were real strong on that as a panel even. You know what I mean? Like everybody was fucking with Javonte. Like it was money. And he paid dividends. So that was one of the ones I was kind of mad if I didn't get him. Because then if I was banking on that plan, this is what happened to me. I was banking on that plan. Then I get there, someone beat me to a fuck. You know what I mean? What am I going to do now? Spears? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like some. But then there was the ones, too, where it was like I got totally screwed by a big pause by RJ Harvey, bro. Like having like even teams I had RJ Harvey, Henderson, and RJ Harvey, like because they ended up being things, but it was like
Henderson, RJ Harvey, Hampton, all those three guys I had in plenty of places, and it didn't happen at the right times for any of them.
Right?
Yeah, I couldn't keep winning in spite of of them because of where I spent up to get them.
And normally rookie running backs will start to smash at a certain point of the season.
But what was it? You said RJ, Hendo, and who else? Oh, all three of them gonna get elevated just based on a little bit of recency biases. How we going into the playoffs into the 100%?
You know what I'm gonna do this year in redraft? I'm just gonna draft the same team I drafted this next year.
Just don't be mad at them.
Yeah.
Right? No, because I'm like that too. I'd be like, man, fuck that fool from last year. But I'm like, you went line because sometimes and a lot of times we're just a year too early. You know what I mean? And it's not even us. It's the fact that the fantasy communities, they get so hyped. And I think a lot of this has to do with the dynasty community spilling over off into redraft.
Yeah, that happens often, especially with me. That's why my redraft has suffered the last couple of years, but my dynasty skills have just flourishing. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh, my bad. Here we go.
No, all of a sudden the thing went blank. I didn't know.
It's all good. I thought you lost power or something.
Mm-mm.
Ironically.
The Charger Power Hour. I see what you did there.
Chase says, did you guys see that Walker and Charbs both
Chargers
average
don't
10.1 points per game? Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
It's annoying. If only
And
there
then
was
Alvin
one
says
guy.
they finished RB
But
30 and
I think
31.
Ken Walker is a free agent after this year.
But you know, for
wow.
Seattle, this is what they want. That way you're guessing. Like you can't,
Let me
you're
look
like,
at
oh, what are
Ken
they going to
Walker's
do with these guys?
contract.
All of a sudden, Kenneth Walker catches a touchdown pass and Charbonnet runs one in. You know, stuff like that on a defense is kind of stressful. You're like, what are they doing? You don't know. And then Darnold's play actioning into a nice clean pocket, and then he has time to find JSN on his third move on the DB downfield or something.
I know. It's like you got one guy to take care of. How does he just always do this?
Because of the time in the pocket, the play design
That
sometimes.
is true. Well, I'm talking about for JSN's part, where he's just like double and triple moving foods until he's open, and Darnold's like,
Yeah,
oh,
they're
there
like,
he
go
is.
ahead and run the double move every 3 out of every 5 routes because he's going to have time to hit you.
You ain't lying. That is okay. That's what you're saying. Yeah, the fact that he has time in the pocket, he's able to
Right. Because you're worried because you get both running backs in there. The defense doesn't know what's happening. Sometimes they pass it to him quick. They run it with a guy you don't think they're going to run it with on an obvious passing situation. It's like 3rd and 7, and they run it or something like that. Catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah,
like,
everybody
that's the
got their
receiving
back
running
turned.
back, and they do that all the time. And it just kind of
Yeah,
puts extra stress on the defense.
he's a UFA in 2026.
It sucks for fantasy.
Restricted.
Sucks for fantasy.
I could totally see him coming to the Niners next year, being like better, or other Brian Robinson.
Cold world.
Yeah. Who else is an underperformer out of somebody not on this list, in my opinion? Maybe. It sucks injury, but I did buy a lot of Dobbins, and then he
I had him in a
started
couple
not really being super productive. Obviously, RJ was, in the background. Just
He was still
like
flexible.
Yeah. He had his moments for sure. But honestly, if you did some of those zero RB builds, Dobbins was one of those guys that you were counting on that would kind of like maybe carry your team at RB2, potentially even RB1. So he didn't really pan out due to injury primarily, but also RJ Harvey was also going to eventually explode into a role and pause. They were going to not have that real need for Dobbins after a little while. The dynamic ability of RJ Harvey is kind of interesting. I can't wait.
And the criteria for these underperformers is they had to have an ADP of 30, top 36 or higher in order for them to be an underperformer. So the top 36 got drafted.
Due to injury, Bucky.
Yeah. But
Bucky and another one, that was a big.
We talked about that. Let's see, they put up, the chat was talking about it. Bucky, he went Bucky. A lot of people, Derek especially, was like, Bucky should be on this
Man,
list.
I'm surprised J.K. Dobbins is RB 36 or higher or something in the ADP. To be honest, that's wild.
Yeah. You guys have anything else going out on some underperformers?
Genty. Even though he
definitely, for a rookie,
he finished as the RB 13, the highest RB2, but it was just in spurts.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season, you were highly pissed off at him. He couldn't get shit going. But then when they finally fired Chip Kelly, they started using Brad in the PPR game, and that's where that motherfucker was saving you at.
And it's hilarious. My brother-in-law played him every single week, all the way up into the playoffs and to that game against the Texans, and he benched him because Texans, right? And then he went off at his best game. He's like, if I would have played Genty, I'd have won. And I just laughed in his face. I was like, first of all, you drafted Genty, like, you thinking he was going to save your world. He had Genty and Judkins, like, he just scraping by. He went that route, but he didn't draft high-powered receivers like you're supposed to. In that place, he drafted 3 quarterbacks in a 1-quarterback league.
Oh, wow.
Because it's a quarterback premium. He's like, they're half your points. And I was like, good luck starting the right one every week. You're just giving yourself a headache. And I think that's where, in the long run, messed up his team. And I told him, but he's like, whatever. He thinks he knows it all.
Come on now. Hey, he
But
need to watch the show a little bit more. Then we're gonna help
he
him
doesn't
out.
watch the show, and I tell him. But he took Purdy, he took the Brock, and he took somebody else. Oh, and Bo Nix. Like boom, 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 boom. Like within the first 5 picks. And we're like, what is this guy doing? And you know, he got into the 3rd place game, I guess, but at the end of the day, he never started the right quarterback either.
It is kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Like when you're in a single QB and then like fools like will like consciously draft like 2 QBs in the first 10 rounds even is crazy to me. You know what I mean? I might not even draft one until like double digits.
Yeah, he did that. And so I went Drake May and who was the other guy? The other fool? It was somebody who didn't work out. I forgot who it was.
I'm
Hey,
surprised
Drake May, man, he killed it this year.
And then I had Daniel Jones off the wire, and I waited 14 weeks to play him when Drake May was on on a bye, and he was winning
that's
it in.
when he died.
And he tears his Achilles, and I don't get in the playoffs.
Am I the only one that feels like Bo Nix finished where Bo Nix was supposed to finish and isn't mad about
No, it was gross. It was all that one game against the Giants.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like, what did he finish last year? QB8?
It was like one game against the Giants and then like one game against somebody else, like where they put up a shit.
In our format, he finished as QB starter.
Ridiculous.
So he moved up one more spot. Yeah, because last year.
In the playoffs, he had in week 15 he had 52. In week 16 he had 29. And week 17 he had 28. The week before was 24. The week before was 30. It was 23. There was one.
Oh, in our format, he was killing it.
Yeah. And then
so maybe I'll figure out a way to dress up Bo Nix. I go net me a stallion, huh?
That's what I.
I see. I already picked up on what he was doing. I kind of might be talking what he's talking right now.
I want Bo Nix plus like Puka and all that stuff.
See, there's discussion.
Shout out to Dennis because he had Shador Sanders in the 32 and took that baby, no, didn't he?
What's up? Oh, 32. Yeah, Puka was part of that team.
Shador, part of the fraternity.
Come on now.
Let's go.
Brock Purdy in the playoffs, man.
Facts, bro.
Craziness. All right, let's move on to wide receivers then. Wide receiver.
I could have been in that 32, Dennis. Damn it. I'm this close.
Hey, listen, man.
Week 14 buys. Week 14 buys.
Fuck me, Dawson.
They're still haunting me. They're like in my head going, ha 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 ha. Week 14. Week 14. I don't use.
Let's lighten up the mood. Let's go to wide receiver overperformers.